Alright guys, let's take a quick look at ENA here on the channel, or Ethena. And I need to point out real quick guys, we have made a higher low here. Now, you can see this low right here back in September of 2024 guys. And we are just barely squeaking out another higher low. Now, let me zoom in here. We are in the daily time frame here. But these are all weekly resistances I have marked off. I haven't marked off any daily ones guys. So you can see that we are breaking through 28.5 cents. However, we still have kind of a resistance here that I'm noticing right now that we still need to break. So Ethena is really not out of the woods just yet, guys. So this resistance has kept us down basically since the beginning of February. So let's see if we can get above this. If we were to do that today, we would actually have to take out the trend line and this, 35-cent mark. So that would be, you know, pretty tough thing to cross all in one time. It's possible, but probably not likely. But let's take a look at the RSI. Let's see how much strength we still have left in this move, guys. I'm going to put this on the weekly first. Now, we are actually coming out of the oversold territory here on the Stochs, so that looks pretty good. Barely ticking up on the RSI, though. Daily, let's take a look here. It is... yeah, coming up out of the oversold territory, guys, on the Stoch, and pointed pretty heavily to the upside on the RSI. So that actually looks pretty okay too. 4-hour time frame, okay. It's coming down slightly here on the RSI, although it's in neutral territory. It is overbought here, and it is crossing to the downside on the Stoch, it looks like. So not so good on the 4-hour time frame, I would say. The 1-hour time frame coming out of overbought territory, so that's good. It's coming out, but it is pointed, you know, heavily to the downside. Now, the RSI looks like it just really wants to flirt with the overbought and oversold. Not oversold. Sorry, the overbought and the neutral territory, I should say. So yeah, it's just right on the line here. So let's see what it does, but pretty much. It is just barely, if I zoom in, it is just barely in the neutral territory though. So it's flirting with it really, I would say, but it is pointed also to the downside. Now, 15-minute time frame, it is in oversold territory, and it's still pointed heavily to the downside though, I should say, on the Stoch, and it is, you know, pointed down on the RSI as well. So if I take all this into consideration, guys, pretty much, I think, in the short term, ENA is probably just going to go sideways a little bit. But it's in the long term, it's going to go up, guys. I really see this, you know, continuing much higher. But yeah, it could consolidate here for a bit and before making a run, you know, to this trend line. Just have to be patient. So it is, I think, a coin that World Liberty Finance did pick up as well. Keep that in mind. So it is a Trump coin. They did buy this, you know. It's not like a coin that he officially like controls or anything. That's not what I'm trying to say. It's just one that I think the World Liberty Finance holds. So I think this one can do pretty good. There's a reason they picked this up, guys. Whether they're going to pump it in the end or not, who knows? I have no idea. I don't really care. I still think it's a good project, honestly. It's one of the newer coins. It was a launch pool coin. I sold this actually, I think above $1 or something like this. So yeah, but I have bought this back. I did buy it back around 20 to 21 cents. So I'm still in profit on this, and I'm thinking about picking up a little bit more of this, honestly. Now let's take a quick look at the tokenomics here, guys. There is a 15 billion total supply. Now keep in mind, only 5.82 billion is circulating. So that's actually not too bad. Now, all-time high, guys, was at $1.52, so you're getting about an 80% discount at the moment. I bought it back, I think, in September. So, yeah, I bought it back at the all-time low almost. So that was a good buy, in my opinion. But, yeah, so, I mean, everything, you know, with tokenomics here looks okay. I just wish it had a max supply. Unfortunately, it doesn't, though. Now, taking a quick look at Bitcoin, guys, we can see that it is working on $99,800 here, this daily resistance in orange. We have cleared this green resistance, which is a weekly resistance at 98,500 today. Keep in mind, though, this could come back, of course. And from Sunday to Monday, you know, is the candle that we really need to close. I mean, we need to close a weekly candle above it. But again, if we close a daily and so on above this, you know, a 2-day candle, 3-day candle, the higher the time frame, the better, of course. So keep that in mind, guys. But we could still get rejected here. You know, we could still come down easily and find ourselves fighting this green line. But so far, it looks like we will clear it. And yeah, once we get past 99.8, basically we have 101.200. And we have a couple of daily resistances here, fairly close together at 102, let's just say 450, and 103.400 basically. So yeah, I mean, we are almost back to the same point where we were in January, guys. If I zoom out, you can see back here, yeah, this was January. And we hit this also in December. And yeah, I mean, just look at this action, guys. Everybody was in despair when we were down here at 75,000, 76,000, you know, a couple of times. Everybody thought it was over. And yeah, I mean, it's not, guys. Just look at this action. I mean, we've had pretty much green candles since about the 19th of April. We've only had, you know, what, 6 days that we've had red candles. And yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 you know, green candles. So yeah, we're talking about a 3-week time period, and the majority, great majority of these candles have been green. So it's really, really nice to see. You know, my target, guys, like I said before, for Bitcoin, long ago, I said it was between 80 and 120,000. Now, if we get a super cycle, it can go to 150. I am honestly not seeing the super cycle so much anymore, just because we've had a lot to kind of hinder that. But, you know, hey, I think 120 is probably, you know, at least in the cards. So let's see what happens. Now, taking a quick look at the Bitcoin reserves across the United States, guys, you can see here on the 6th of May, New Hampshire was the first to pass the Strategic Bitcoin Reserve Bill. And just yesterday, guys, we got Arizona. So 2 states now have passed this in their state senates and have signed it into law and things, guys. Now, we do have several states in red that have rejected it. But, you know, my feeling personally, I do think at least, I would say 25 to 30 states probably will sign this into law in the next year or so. With those rejecting it, probably signing it in the next, you know, 2 to 3, maybe 4 years down the road. Now, we need to take a quick look at Ethereum here, guys. Look at this long-term trend line, which extends all the way back to mid-December, guys. And yeah, you can see that basically it is breaking out of this channel and breaking above this line. Let me zoom in just so you can see that a little bit better. And yeah, I can say Ethereum is looking good now, but let me make it clear, I still do not like Ethereum. However, it is still considered the leader of the alts, and you know, it is looking better, I can just say. I mean, it's almost at $2,000 once again. You know, we find that it broke this 1855 mark today. It also broke this trend line and the top of this little channel. So it's doing a lot today. We'll see how much higher it can go. Let me just put on the RSI for Ethereum, guys, because I do want to see if it's oversold or overbought, guys. So on the daily, it still looks good, pointed to the upside here. Now it's getting close to the overbought territory on the RSI, but it's still in okay territory. Weekly, heavily oversold almost. I mean, it just came out of it really, but it is pointed heavily to the upside. Basically, it's in the middle of neutral territory. RSI is pointed up. If we look at the monthly, guys, for Ethereum, yeah, heavily oversold. Right in the middle here on the RSI. So longer term time frames look excellent for Ethereum, guys. Let's take a look. 4 hour getting a little bit overbought here on both. Also the 1 hour time frame. Let's take a look at the 15. Okay, the 15 is coming up here on the Stoke, but yeah, it is overbought here on the RSI. So in my opinion, guys, I do think Ethereum has done a lot today, and it just probably needs a breather. I believe it will get that breather soon because it has done so much today. It's taken out this line, it's taken out the trend line here, it's taken out the parallel channel top here. So expect this to probably cool down. I don't think it's going to make it all the way to 2,130. Now, I didn't mark off any daily resistances here, so it could be possible that it gets caught up at a point on its journey up to 2130. So that might be where there is a daily resistance. Now, taking a look at the total market cap, guys, excluding Bitcoin, we are powering our way through 1.04 trillion. As you see, we hit this line so many times, guys, so many times. And finally, we're getting a decisive move here. We got to break through 1.08 trillion and 1.14 trillion next. Now, taking a look at the dominance, guys, on the daily time frame, this is getting a nice red candle to the downside. So, but let me make it clear, guys, that all the way up here at like 70, let's just say, and a half, we can still go up to. Now, if we go to the weekly time frame, I want you to see this. Back in, December and January of 2021, actually January 2021, it was December 20. Back here in December 2019, you have August, summer months basically here. So yeah, we did hit this 70 and a half mark and even higher, almost up to like 72. Some of these wicks went up to 73 and a half. So it may not be over, guys. The dominance on a weekly time frame is still, it's got a green candle at the moment. However, looking at this on a daily time frame, it is breaking through that trend line that we have kind of created for what, a couple of months, I believe. Yeah, it was March. So yeah, it's been a month and a half basically, almost 2 months. So we are starting to break through this. Let's see if we can break that. Next step would be breaking this kind of, local cycle high that we got, back on the beginning of February before we broke it and, continued up to the upside here. And yeah, then we have to work on this like 2.5 year trend line. And then once we break probably 60.46, I think I will be a little bit more happy. I think I'll be more decisive that we are finally going to have an altcoin season. But until we get there, guys, I think we're not in for altcoin season just yet. I think we have to break these three, 1, 2, 3, and then the fourth thing we need to break here, is this 60.46. Then we can start to celebrate. Now, looking at the CME futures, guys, we are just under 100,000. So, yeah, you can see it over here, 99,985. Actually, right before the video, it was at 100 something. So, yeah. Anyways, the dollar index, guys, just below 100 here. So it is getting a red candle. But like I said, it can consolidate here for quite some time. And, it's going to break these resistances here and there. But pretty much, I would say it's just going sideways. Now, taking a look at the liquidation heat map, guys, pretty much the shorts are getting destroyed today. In the last 24 hours, it's about 377 million, which have been wrecked. Now, taking a quick look here, let me refresh this. I'm not sure if I refreshed this, but I think I did. No, I didn't. Okay, so yesterday was a 67. We did come down on the fear and greed here, just a couple of points, though. Now, let's refresh the altcoin season index. Yes, you can see went from 29 to 31. So it's nice to finally see a 3 here once again. And yeah, guys, I do believe altcoin season is coming. We had the lows down here at what, like 16 and 13, and you can see there's a couple of 13s here. That was terrible, guys. We were just getting destroyed. But we are closer to Bitcoin season than altcoin season still. So let me remind you. So anyways, let's see what happens, but we are looking better there. Now, the bull market peak indicators, guys, still like a broken record, 0 from 30. It's 100% hold. Now, the Pi cycle top indicator, guys, let me zoom in for you, and you tell me what you see, but I see this starting to probably curve back up. So let me zoom in one more time. But here, actually, it looks like it starts to, curve. let me know in the comments. Now, taking a quick look at the economic calendar, we did get the jobless claims already today. It came out about, 15 minutes ago, guys. Moodix already measured this. It was a small positive. As you can see, 0.055 positive, but hey, it's a positive, so that is actually good. Now, let's go back to the calendar. Let's look at tomorrow. We do have a lot of speakers. Now, this calendar only has like 4 speakers. But I know there's another calendar. I'm not sure which one it is, guys, but it showed like 8 speakers from, the Fed and the FOMC guys. So I think tomorrow will probably be pretty volatile. It just depends what they say. We didn't get a cut yesterday. So yeah, I think, there's probably going to be a lot of talk about the future. Now, the future, let's take a look at this. If we look at the FedWatch tools, let me refresh this. We have 41 days, guys. Now, you can see that there is about an 80% chance that we are not going to get a cut. There's a 20% chance we will get a cut. So, yeah, I think this is really going to, sway back and forth depending what those speakers say tomorrow. And I think some of those speakers were actually, on like Saturday morning or something, my time. So I'm not sure, guys, but there was about 8 or 9 speakers supposed to start speaking tomorrow on Friday. Now, looking at crypto bubbles, guys, this looks beautiful. We haven't really seen this for a long time, but pretty much everything is in green. I only see about 3 or 4 reds here. And okay, the last hour, not so good. We are getting a little bit of a pullback here in the last hour. But overall, guys, day, week, month, year looks nice now. Now, if you want to stake your coins, guys, I did a video on Stacks yesterday, guys. Check it out. Not many people looked at it. I'm kind of surprised because Stacks is actually looking very good. So anyways, if you want to, for example, stake your Bitcoin, guys, you can go here, check it out. There's 61 deals that were found. Be careful where you put your coins, guys. For example, I would not recommend xt.com. They stole my Casper. So yeah, keep that in mind. There are limits and things too. You can see if it's flexible or 20 days. I'm personally not trying to do more than 30 days. Honestly, maybe 60 in some cases. But yeah, I don't want to get locked up and not be able to sell when it's time. So anyways, guys, if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, share this video with your friends, guys. Look at some of the deals that I have below in the description, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.